Hi, I'm Laura Calder, and this is my husband Peter, and we're answering questions from newsletter readers. If you'd like to get the letter, you can sign up on lauracalder.com. Otherwise, you're just welcome to be here, and if you want to send in questions or comments, we love hearing from you. Grumpy?
No.
So,
There's something on your mind.
lots of things on my mind. Well, I just got off the phone with my brother, and I said I wanted to plan a party, like a really nice family lunch outside. And he said, no, I hate eating outside, and I don't want bugs in my food, etc., etc., etc. And I thought, wow, what a reaction to outdoor eating. But I find that in this country, eating outside is always a bit of a chaotic thing, like a barbecue or, patios. It tends to be sort of very casual food, and there's not a niceness. But I love eating outside, dining outside.
Dining outside, so to speak, yes. With a beautifully set table, under a tree, with all the best silverware, and table mats, or plate, what do you call them, tablecloths.
I set a table outside exactly as I would set it in a dining room. It never feels formal because nature is all around you. And I love the contrast of a beautifully set table and bird song and
Chance of rain.
the chance of rain, whatever. But I don't know why we always have to make it into a very casual, almost like camping. I prefer it to be the other way around. Anyway, I thought I would bring it up to see what you think. When you're traveling in Europe anyway, eating outside is very romantic and charming and quite dressed up. Even a terrace table that's very simple somehow has a little je ne sais quoi. So I just wondered what you think. So please let us know. You can probably guess I'm not a camping type, but anyway.
Yeah.
You don't mind?
Oh, I'd like to go camping with you, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
May go glamping one day, right? But so the question of the day comes from a man of few words named Timothy Weber, and he essentially wrote truffle oil brands,
Uses.
That's it. And
That's it.
And it's this is a slightly controversial question.
I think this might be for you to answer because I rarely have a truffle oil around. I eat truffle when I'm in France or Italy, and then I just kind of forget about it.
About 15 or 20 years ago, there was a big story around the world, in the cooking world, that people were beginning to figure out that so-called truffle oil was actually olive oil, and in some cases not even olive oil, that had been chemically altered to add like an ester made sometimes from petroleum that gave off the powerful scent of truffles. But there was no truffle in it at all. In the 90s, chefs had been using it left, right, and center on everything.
I remember.
It added a lot of glamour to dishes. But when this story broke, people turned their back on truffle oil. A lot of people got very angry. They were very upset to discover they were using something that had no truffle in it at all, just a sort of a bit of gasoline, I suppose. And
Scandal.
So if you're buying truffle oil, but I was reading up on it today, you need to make sure that if you really care about this, you should probably try to read the label and make sure it says it actually contains truffle. Mm-hmm. And doesn't just say truffle flavor or aroma of truffle. Because if it's important to you, you actually may be getting something that doesn't contain any actual truffle in it.
You can I remember buying sometimes truffle paste, which is also, not a high quality product particularly, but it can be quite nice. I used to put it with a spoonful of truffle paste and a spoonful of creme fraiche in a ramekin and crack over an egg, salt, pepper, and then, you just do it in a water bath in the oven, and then when you dive through the egg, you get into this delicious.
Yeah, we looked up truffle paste as well. It does actually contain mushrooms and a little bit of truffle and some other things like
probably truffle oil
and a little bit of truffle oil for sure. But all that said, there's nothing wrong with if you like the flavor of truffle oil. Of course, compared to the cost of an actual truffle, it's pennies to dollars. If you like it, use it. They like to use it a lot on scrambled eggs, pizzas. One friend of ours puts it in her chimichurri.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet, but I'm going to because I thought that was an interesting and unexpected place to put it. But I would put it somewhere like risotto or maybe, I don't know, with other mushroom things. The actual truffles, though, really you just want them shaved with butter and pasta or on egg. It's so, if you're paying so much to eat this thing, you want it to be the star of the show and not competing with a lot else.
And it's hard to get fresh in North America. I mean, they start to degrade the minute they come out of the ground. I bought one this summer, and you said, well, what you do with that? It's a white truffle. What you do with that is you put it in a bowl with an egg. and it flavors the egg, and then you eat the eggs.
That's what you do with black truffles.
That was what you do with black truffles.
Yeah.
What it did to the white truffle, it made the egg taste like nothing but egg, and it took all the flavor and scent out of the white truffle.
Never trust a thing I say.
Just a really old mushroom for $100 or something.
So
that didn't quite work out. If you can get
white
your
truffle,
hands,
you just shave it. That's it.
just shave it and eat it the minute you get it home, really,
Yeah.
or within the next meal. So.
But I would save my money on truffles in this country and fly to spend it on a plane ticket instead and have them where they come from, because that's the best experience of all.
But so be warned, if you do use truffle oil, you might find some food snobs, sticking their nose up at you in the thought of using it. But if you like it, it's a perfectly legitimate thing to do. It doesn't give you the full complexity, apparently, of what a truffle tastes like. It gives you the most powerful thing, which is the odor, the smell. But there's a lot of subtlety to the taste of it that's below that as well, that you're not going to get. But it's still a good flavor, and it's still a good smell, and there's lots of ways to. So enjoy it. If you use it, we don't have any, so we can't recommend brands other than to say if you care about it, look for ones that actually have truffle in it.
I care about a trip to go eat a truffle now.
Now you've made truffles even more expensive. That's great.
Yeah, I know, that's good.
$25,000 a pound.
Anyway, a delicacy.
Yeah.
Just like you.
My goodness.
No, not a delicacy.
Something unearthed from the ground by a pig.
That's me. So that's it. See you next time. Please send in questions about anything to do with food, life, dining, whatever you like.
Indoors or outdoors.
Indoors or outdoors, we're here to chat.
Mosquitoes, yes, no.
See you soon.
See you soon.